Listen guys, nobody's perfect, we all make mistakes, and today I'm going to cover the 10 fatal mistakes you're making in Warzone. Welcome back to CoD Emperor, let's get into the video. Number 10, cars blow up. This is Warzone 101. Honestly, even the military men make sure of this. Do not stand in our car because you never know when a grenade will hit it and blow the whole thing up. Most of the time Warzone makes you walk, but if you ever find yourself hiding behind a car and since the enemy close, find another cover or you might be blown up.
Chucking the vehicles in the pile the same way you chuck a dirty t-shirt in the wash.
Number 9, close the doors. When you're hiding out in a building, you should close the doors behind you. This will ensure your safety, so that when an enemy walks in, you'll hear that door creaking and you can up your game before they reach and prepare for the fight. If you, by mistake, do leave the door open, you might never know who walks in behind you and shoots you in the head.
3.
Dude,
I can hear him trying to get in from out.
Number 8, plan ahead. Often, what players tend to do is jump directly in the target range and have no plans if they were to get shot. This only gives the enemy clear leverage on you. So before you do such a thing, always devise a plan beforehand. Think about the outcomes of the shot. Strategize your runs and hides before going into the target line.
Make sure to go follow me, but let's get into the tips.
Number 7, tunnel vision. Another mistake that happens very often. It is never a good idea to tunnel vision to thirst an enemy. This lets the player focus too much on the other opponent and lose sight of ones behind them, providing no cover and ending up dead, especially in team games. When you do such a thing, you risk the entire squad's fate over your thirsting.
Out of these 20v20 games.
Number 6, hold your cover. Another common mistake. Holding your cover is probably the most important thing in the game, because once you lose it, you lose your game too. Stay close to the walls, walk around the edge of the map, and then take your aim. Because when you're surrounded, you never know whose shot will kill you. This tactic gives you leverage so that when the enemy attacks, you can easily duck and avoid them. Up and in cool. Number 5, bounty hunting. When you're playing solos, you have to make sure you collect your bounties, because these things keep you going, and if you choose to miss out on them, the other players make sure to go to the exact location of the bounty because you're set to find it. Although in teams, it might not be the best decision to collect it all by yourself.
Oh, I knocked one? Never mind, I'm insane.
Number 4, don't make too much sound. If you're going to sneak up behind your enemy, best make sure that you're quiet as a mouse. Footsteps tend to make the most noise and it can easily be heard at a fair distance, alerting your enemy. You can crouch and walk, but that still has a fair bit of loud unless you're using ADS, so make sure you're very quiet.
And allow me to detect range and position of enemies based.
Number 3, shooting too soon. Now you need to analyze your enemies well enough. Most of the time, players have their opponent too far away, who's unaware of their presence, and they shoot, giving them a warning sign which alerts them. Here you no longer have an advantage. What you should do is take your time until they're unaware, creep up on them, and shoot once you have them in the clear target range. This will not only kill them swiftly, but also save you a gunfight.
So, I mean, that kind of sucks, but yeah, let's get into this, guys.
Number 2, long distance running with heavy weapons. Running with a heavy weapon for long distances tends to slow you down. If you're running from the storm with a heavy weapon on the side, you're most likely going to get caught up in it. It's much better if you run with lighter weapons such as an SMG or a pistol, but if you reach your enemies, you can defect them through the weapon, which will give you time to take out your sniper or something else and shoot them.
That I personally use. It lets you carry 2 primary weapons.
Number 1, peeking through the same angle. What people do is while hiding behind an object but in the line of fire, they peek from the same side each time. For example, if you're hiding behind a rock and the enemy has their gun loaded towards you, you're giving them a direct line by peeking through the same side, which allows him to aim and just pull the trigger, leaving you dead. To avoid this, make sure you shift between left and right to fatten your survival chances. Or you can completely swing sides when he's already pointed to another, finishing him. Avoid these mistakes and you're surely on the way to be a pro player. You can also tell us about the other common mistakes you observed the others made. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.